Hello friends, today I am going to upload my first tutorial which will be based on evaluation and marketing control model. So let's start with this topic. There are four types of needed marketing control. First one is annual plan control, then profitability control, efficiency control and strategic control. So friend, let's start with annual plan control model. This model ensures that a company achieves the sales, profits and other goals established in its annual plan. There are four major steps to achieve this. Step 1 is goal setting. Here management sets monthly, quarterly or yearly goals. Second is performance measurement. Management monitors the team's performance in the marketplace. Third one is performance diagnosis. Here management finds out the major cause of performance deviation. And the last one is corrective action. Here management takes necessary action to minimize the gaps between goal and performance. This control model applies to all levels in an organization. Entire marketing management team is committed to attaining specified levels of sales and costs. Top management reviews and interprets the results periodically. Marketing manager use 4 tools to check on plan performance, which are sales analysis, market share analysis, marketing expense to sales analysis and financial analysis. Here main responsibilities lies on top and middle management, for example product manager, regional district manager, sales manager and sales representative. The purpose is to check whether the planned results are being achieved. So friends, let's start with sales data analysis. It measures and evaluates actual sales in relation to goals. There are 2 tools available for this analysis. The first one is sales variance analysis. It measures the gap in sales performance due to the relative contribution of various factors. The sales variance may arise due to price decline. For example, a product priced at rupees 70 instead of actual price of rupees 90, or due to volume decline. For example, 150 units sold in place of targeted 200 units of a particular product. About 2/3 variance is caused due to inability to achieve the volume target. Second one is micro sales analysis. This analysis looks at specific products, territories and other factors which are responsible for the failure to achieve expected sales. Few analyzed factors for such variance are: a major competitor has entered the territory. Second one may be business is in recession due to some reason, and the last one may be unsuitable weather condition existing for some long time to carry out the business. Now we'll discuss market share analysis. As sales volume doesn't reveal how well the company is performing relative to its competitors, so management needs to track its market share in one of the 3 ways. First one is overall market share. It expresses any company's sales as a percentage of the total market sales. The next one is served market share. It expresses sales of a company as a percentage of the total sales to the market, and this share is always larger than overall market share. The last one is relative market share. It expressed market share in relationship to the largest competitors. A company's relative market share of 100% indicates the company is tied for the lead, and over 100% indicates that company is a market leader. However, the market share analysis are subject to certain qualification. The assumption that outside forces affect all companies in the same way is often not true. The next assumption is that a company's performance should be judged against the average performance of all companies is not always valid. The next one is existing companies' market share might fall whenever a new company enter the industry league. Sometimes a market share declines is deliberately engineered to improve profit. And the last one is market share can fluctuate for many other reasons. The best way to analyze market share movements is in terms of four components. Overall market share is equal to customer penetration multiplied by customer loyalty multiplied by customer selectivity multiplied by price selectivity, where customer penetration is percentage of customers who buy from a company. Customer loyalty is the purchase from a company by its customer as a percentage of their total purchase from all suppliers of the same products. The customer selectivity is the size of the average customer purchase from the company as a percentage of the size of the average customer purchase from an average company. And the last, price selectivity is average price charged by the company as a percentage of the average price charged by all companies. Now we'll discuss marketing expense to sales analysis. Annual plan control requires making sure the company isn't overspending to achieve sales goals in a period. The total marketing expenses are expressed as a percentage of total sales revenue. Management needs to monitor time to time fluctuation in each ratio. Fluctuation outside the normal range is a matter of concern. The one of the hypotheses can explain this subject. First one is the company still has good expense control, which represent a rare chance event. Second one is the company has lost control over the expense and should immediately find out the cause for the same. Now we will discuss financial analysis. Marketeers should analyze the expense to sales ratio in an overall financial framework to determine how and where the company is making its money. Companies are using financial analysis to find out profitable strategies beyond building sales. The return on net worth is calculated as below. Profit margin, that is net profits divided by net sales, multiplied by asset turnover, that is net sales divided by total assets, is equal to return on asset, that is net profit divided by total assets, multiplied by financial leverage, that is total asset by net worth, is equal to rate of return on net worth. that is net profits divided by net worth. Marketing management is using financial analysis to identify factors that affect the company's rate of return on net worth. The company should analyze its assets composition like cash, accounts, receivable, inventory, plant and equipment. This helps them to determine whether it can ramp up its asset management. The marketing management can try to improve performance in two ways: by increasing the profit margin through cutting cost or increasing sales, and by increasing the asset turnover through reducing assets, inventories and receivable held against a given level of sales and increasing sales.